everyone, how's it going? Cloud here, and welcome to my very quick guide about the Kingdom of Miscellania sort of management system that you unlock from completing the Throne of Miscellania quest and the Royal Trouble quest. Now, before you begin watching this video, I just want you guys to make sure that you have completed both Throne of Miscellania and Royal Trouble. You are able to access this sort of like side minigame if you've completed just the Throne of Miscellania, but completing Royal Trouble as well grants you better profit, and I really wouldn't bother actually sort of getting involved in this until you've done that. So just make sure you have. If you haven't completed those quests, I have guides on both of them which is available in the description below, so make sure you check them out. So, the island management, or miscellanea management, whatever you want to call it, is unlocked after you complete the Throne of Miscellania, and you'll get further rewards by completing Royal Trouble. What it involves is sort of you organising your subjects to collect different resources from you. Now, it requires you to sort of come back to the island every now and again. Sort of coming back every day does massively help the amount of profit you can make. You're also going to need a starting investment. So, to actually make any sort of use of this, to maximise your profits, you're going to need at least a minimum of 1 million coins to be able to deposit into the island's sort of resource. Now, 1 million coins, I know it sounds a lot, but actually it doesn't take that long to sort of get that kind of money now through RuneScape, and there's loads of different activities you can get that require barely any sort of levels at all, just more time, and obviously the higher levels you got, the better things you can do it. The two things I'll probably suggest on getting a load of money in one go, and it's just from previous experience of doing it, is either doing Slayer, because obviously Slayer monsters have different unique drops, and also they drop large quantities of well traded items, so you can either keep doing that until you've got obviously a suitable amount of money, and obviously just keep looting all the kills you get, or you've got sort of activities where you can collect common resources. So if you wanted to, for example, let's just throw this one out here, if you wanted to kill like cows to keep collecting cow hive and raw beef, that all sells on the Grand Exchange, you know, anything like that really. But I'll leave that to you on how to actually get your first 1 million coins, but that is the minimum requirement. Now, having 1 million coins would require you to sort of come back here every day, because otherwise your profit will begin to deplete. So if you can get up to 2 million, that will be even more handy. Then you don't have to worry so much about coming back every single day. You can come back sort of every 2-3 days, so you haven't got to worry so much. Either way, so once you've got your first 1 million or 2 million coins, the very first thing you need to do is make sure you get your island's approval rating to 100%. Now, if you haven't been here for some time after finishing the quest, you may find that's depleted quite a fair bit. The easiest way of getting your approval rating up is by either mining the coal to the northern side of Miscellania, or by chopping the maple logs in the central part of the island. It might take you a little while to get it up to 100% if it's quite light, but you do need to do that in order to maximise your profit, so you want to make sure you've done that now. So, once you have the required deposit and obviously the 100% approval rating, go into Miscellania Castle, go on the first floor, and you want to speak to Advisor Grim, and you want to click, right-click him and put Manage Kingdom. Now, you'll be brought up with this interface, and you'll see all these different things scattered around: herbs, wood, mining, hardwood, farm, and fishing. And also in the bottom right corner is idle. Now, the very first thing you want to do, because there will be designated sort of people to each section, you'll find that some of the meters are filled up. I want you to click the down arrow on all the sections, so herbs, wood, mining, so all of it becomes empty and you have a full idle bar. Now, the idea of the idle is obviously you don't want any of your people on the island being idle, otherwise it means they're not making money for you, and there's no sort of negativity by having no idle at all. To basically, you just want to maximise your profits. Now, the two things on here that are going to make you the most money are by the mining section and the herb section. When I say the herb section, obviously you've got an option to pick herbs or flax. It's definitely the herbs option you want ticked. So, working out from previous experience, and also I've currently checked on the RuneScape wiki and also current Grand Exchange prices, in order to make the maximum profit each day from this, what you want to do is keep clicking the up arrow on the mining tab until the bar on that is completely full. Once that's full, you then want to keep clicking the up arrow on the herbs to fill that bar as far as it goes. Obviously it will not go to full because your mining one is, but you should see in the bottom right corner you've no longer got any idle. Now, what this means is, once you've set this and you've exited out of the window, and obviously in the top left corner you'll see the coffers, you want to make sure you've got at least 1 million coins in there, which you can do by clicking the deposit option and obviously inserting how many coins you require. Or, as I suggested, if you have 2 million coins, I definitely recommend putting that in there. It saves you having to come back every single day. So once that's all set up, once you exit the window, what will happen? Every day, 75k will be taken out of the coffers, and what will happen is those islanders will work on the relevant sections you put them on. So in this case, a main majority of your islanders will be mining coal for you, and they will also find gems in their meantime, and also the leftover islanders will be picking herbs for you. Now the herbs are randomised, so obviously there are very low level herbs, but there are also very high level herbs. So that all comes down to luck. But you'll find you'll make a fair bit of profit each day by them doing that. So what you need to do is, if you've only put 1 million coins in, you will get the resources at the time you completed Throne of Miscellania. So let's say, for example, you completed Throne of Miscellania quest at 2 PM in your country's time. That means if you come back into this island every day after 2 PM, you'll be able to collect the resources that they have done for you, and also you'll see that they're taking the money out of the coffers. And again, at the same time, if you completed the quest at 6 PM, if you come back at 6 PM, that would have been the same case. So it will depend on when you completed the original quest. Regardless, what you want to do, if you've only put 1 million coins in, you want to pop back each day around the time that you finished the quest. You'll notice that your approval rating would have gone down by 1%, so you want to bump that back up to 100 before you carry on. And then if you go and speak to the advisor and right click and collect, you'll see all the items that the islanders have collected for you, which we deposited in your bank box, and you'll then be loaded up with the interface again to be able to put in some more money. So you always want to make sure that 1 million coins at the minimum are left in the island each day before you leave, otherwise the amount of items you get will go down basically. So obviously now does make sense to the fact if you put 2 million coins in there, say you don't come back one day, they would have only taken 75k out, so you've still got way above 1 million coins. So you can leave it for 2 or 3 days. However, I wouldn't leave it any longer than 3 days, because obviously each day your approval rating will go down by 1%, and obviously the more that goes down, the resources will start to drop a little bit as well. So I would say don't leave it any more than 3 days if you can help it. So to back up what I was saying, I'm going to show you what my character collected on the first day of obviously investing 2 million coins and having maximum approval rating, and I'll show you how much money I made the next day. Okay, so for 75k, this is what they have collected of me: 546 coal, a emerald, sapphire and ruby diamond, and a variety of herbs. And obviously, like I said, the quantity of the herbs will be randomised, and also the type of gem you get will be random as well, so it can be anything as low as sapphire or up to diamond. And then obviously you have the option then to put the 75k back in again, just to bump it up to either 1 million or, if you wish, 2 million. But like I said, if you've got 2 million in there, you probably can go 4 or 5 days before having to put any more money in. As long as you're above 1 million at all times, that's the main thing. So, using the Grand Exchange current prices at the time of recording, and obviously using the calculator to work out what I've got, so the total amount of coal I had was worth 170k, the gems were worth 5k, and the herbs were worth 54k. Obviously, you need to take into consideration that it would have cost you 75k to obtain all those items through your islanders, but that still leaves you with a total of 155k profit. And that is simply with me doing absolutely nothing apart from coming back to the island the next day, quickly raking some herbs just to bump it back up to 100%, and come and speaking to the advisor. Simple as that. So you can do that every single day, and as long as you've done what I've done there, you should get a minimum of 150k profit after the money that you spent has been taken out. As long as you've done the things I've said, which is making sure you've got at least 1 million coins in there, you've obviously put the work as what I've stated, and obviously your approval rating is at 100%. Now obviously the profit could be higher than that, so let's say for example I was very lucky and obviously I would have got the same amount of coal regardless, and obviously the prices will go up and down on the Grand Exchange occasionally, but will remain roughly the same. I could have been very lucky and got a load of diamond gems instead of sapphire, ruby and emerald. That would obviously make my profit go up straight away, and again with the herbs I could have got barely any low level herbs but loads of high level herbs which are worth a lot of money, so again there's more potential profit there. And of course the Grand Exchange prices are always sort of spontaneous Miscellania, so you may be very lucky one time and say that the coal's worth, for example, 400 GP each. Someone might put an offer in for 450 each, and there obviously you've made a bit more profit than what you originally thought. But either way, this is a really good sort of thing to have happening in the background while you're doing other things throughout RuneScape, and it literally takes no time at all to come back here. If you've completed, well, obviously you have to have completed the quest, you would have gained the ability to use an enchanted ring of wealth to teleport to Miscellania, and you can do that by right-clicking an enchanted ring of wealth, which will bring you straight back into the castle. Or alternatively, you can buy a Miscellania teleport scroll from the Grand Exchange for about 1,000 coins, and that'll teleport you straight back here as well. So it's very easy to get to the island, and you'll literally spend 2 minutes here max, just obviously quickly bumping your approval rating back up, collecting the resources and making sure you've got enough money in. So there we go. So yeah, a lot of people in the past used to ask me how I made a load of money to kind of get started, and this was the main thing. Now, when I did this quite a few years ago on my other account, the prices were a lot higher of the items I've mentioned, so actually the profit before used to be much more. The other thing I did do, and obviously you guys can take this into consideration as well, but obviously check out the prices beforehand, because this might not be current, but what I used to personally do, I used to use the coal I obtained to make steel bars, and then I used the steel bars to make cannonballs, because back in that day the cannonballs used to be worth quite a fair bit, so actually I made my profit even more by doing that, which took a little bit of time, but also I got a load of smithing experience as well. So you can look to using those resources as well to get your own levels up, and obviously herb lore is included in that as well. But if you've attained a minimum of 1 million coins, this is an easy way to get you up to that 2 million, and then once you're at the 2 million stage, you don't have to worry about coming back here every day and then come here every sort of 3 days, and that requires less sort of intensity from you. But obviously over a duration of time you will make a lot of money. So let's say for example you made 150k minimum every day of the week. That would mean that in the week you've made a profit of 1,050,000 coins by simply doing nothing really, apart from just having a load of money to start with. So yeah, who can complain at that? Now obviously I just want to make this video to kind of explain how to use this island, and like I said, the way I've showed you is the only way to make that maximum profit guaranteed, 150k a day at the bare minimum. And obviously just bear in mind that the Grand Exchange prices will go up and down now and again, so you may have certain weeks where it's worth less and certain weeks it's worth more. I really wouldn't worry about putting any of those resources into any of the other things like fish and planks and all that sort of thing. Only reason is what you'll get back is not worth kind of the money you're making now. Like, so let's say for example you really wanted planks for construction, it'd pay you off to get the islanders doing what I've said now and using that money to buy the planks, because you'll find you've earned more planks doing that than what you actually would have done if you let the islanders did it. So hopefully that makes sense to you. So there we go, that's the video over. I just wanted to show you guys that. If you have any questions about the island management at all, I'm happy enough to sort of help you out as best I can, so just leave a comment in the comments section and I'll tell you as much as I can about it to help you out. But as long as you stuck to everything that I've said in this video, you're guaranteed to make at least 150k a day just by really doing nothing. So best of luck to you, and I'm sure I'll look forward to hearing about your money pouches slowly increasing over a duration of time. Thanks for watching everyone, and if you found this video helpful, please make sure you like, favourite, comment, subscribe, and of course share with your friends for those who have not completed the quests. They may not realise what they're missing out on, so obviously you can share this video with them, and also they've got my 2 guides to complete in order to unlock this. Thanks for watching everyone, and good luck with your money making.